Hi everyone, and welcome to my lab. My name is John Alute, and today I'm going to walk you through my Python program. This program asks the user to enter a whole number and then give some information about that number. It checks whether the number is even or odd, checks if it has a perfect square root, and also finds all the factors of that number. I'll go through the code step by step and explain what each part does. So starting with line 1 and 2, I imported the math library. I need this because the program uses a math function to calculate the square root of a number. On line 5, I created a variable called again and set it to y. The reason I'm doing this is to use it to control whether the program should keep going or stop. Line 7 starts with a while loop. This allows the user to run the program more than once. As long as the user enters y, the program will continue. And the upper preference makes sure it still works if the user types a lowercase y. Okay, continuing on line 9, the program asks the user to enter a whole number. The int preference, open and close, which is the int function, changes the inputs into the integer function changes the inputs that the user provided into a number that Python can use for calculations. On line 11 just simply display the number the user enters, so they can see what the program is working with. From 14 onwards up to 17, yes, so 14 to 17 checks whether the number is even or odd. The percentage sign is called the modulus operator, and what it does is that it checks the remainder after division. If the number divided by 2 has no remainder, then it's even. If there is a remainder, then it's odd. Okay, on line 20, let's jump to 20. On line 20, I used the math library to find the square root of the program. Remember, from the top, I imported this library on the top of the program. So on line 20, I used the library to find a function to find the square root of the number. To use the function to find the square root of the number. Then the program checks if the answer is a whole number. If, for example, the square root of 25 is 5, which is a whole number, so it's a perfect square. If the result is not a whole number, then it's not a perfect square. On 28, I created an empty list. The reason why I did that is that list will store all the numbers that divide evenly into the user's number. Actually, it stores the number that divide even the user's number evenly. Yeah. Okay. On line 30, I created a for loop. The loop just keep on repeating something until a certain condition is met. So this loop check every number starting from 1 up to the number entered by the user. So you go through until we get to the end, get to the number that the user entered. On 30 and 30 to 32, the program checks if each number divide evenly. If there is no reminder, the number is a factor, so it's get added to the empty list. (35) 34 displays all the factors found by the program. The join function is used to separate the numbers with commas so that the output is easier to read. On line 36, asks the user if they want to enter another number. If they type Y, the loop starts. If they type something else, the loop stops. And finally, on line 38, displays a goodbye message when the user finishes using the program. So overall, this program uses loops, conditions, and math functions to analyze a number. It shows how Python can be used to solve problems step by step. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.